morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages and the day's support, resistance and pivot levels. It is Thursday the 24th of December. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar, bearish start to the morning here after yesterday's sell-off. Going to need to see Bitcoin move through the pivot at 23,336 to take a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 24,016. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break out from 23,500 levels, however. So barring an extended crypto rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, got resistance at 24,500 that will likely limit Bitcoin on the day. The second major resistance level sits at 24,825. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 22,527 into play. Barring another extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should steer clear of sub 22,000 levels. Second major support level sits at 21,847. Looking at the MACDs, got a marked widening of the bearish histogram supporting the early morning pullback. On the EMA, we're also seeing the 50 narrower on the 100 and the 200, suggestive of a bearish morning ahead. So key through the early part of the day would be to move through the pivot at 23,336. Failure to do that and support levels are in play. Moving across Ethereum against the US dollar, also bearish start to the morning here. Going to need to see Ethereum move through the pivot at 591.77 to take a run at this first major resistance level, saying at 632.09. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break back through to 630 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 638.75 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, got resistance at 660 to pin Ethereum back. Second major resistance level sits at 679.07. Failure to move through the pivot, we're bringing the first major support level at 544.79 and the 23.6% fib at 536 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should steer well clear of the second major support level, sitting at 504.47. Looking at the MACD's, got a widening of the bearish histograms supporting the early morning pullback. On the EMAs, we're seeing the 100 cross through the 200 bearish cross there, looking at formation, and the 50 pull back from the 100 and the 200, suggestive of further downside ahead through the morning. So failure to move through that pivot level at 591.77 back through to 600 levels would bring support levels and that 23.6% fib into play. Moving across to Litecoin against the US dollar, particularly bearish start to the morning here as well. Going to need to see Litecoin move back through the 23.6% fib at 101 and through the pivot level at 104.98 to bring the first major resistance level at 114.69 into play. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Litecoin to break back through to 110 levels. So barring extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, got resistance at 120 that will likely limit any upside on the day. Second major resistance level sits at 127.02. Failure to move through the 23.6% fib and pivot would bring the first major support level at 92.65 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should steer clear of the 38.2% fib at 86 and the second major support level sitting at 82.74. Looking at the MACD, got a widening of the bearish histogram this morning supporting this early pullback. On the EMA, we've seen a bearish cross there at 50 through the 100 and a narrowing on the 200, suggestive of further downside ahead. So failure to move through the 23.6% fib and pivot level will bring support levels and the 38.2% fib into play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, slightly bullish start to the morning after yesterday's plummet. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP move through the pivot at 0.3027 and the 23.6% fib at 0.3586 to bring the first major resistance level at 0.4054 into play. Going to need to see support from the broader market, however, for Ripple's XRP to break out from 0.30 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect 0.30 to leave Ripple's XRP short of the first major resistance level. In the event of a breakout, should see Ripple's XRP test 0.40 levels. That first major resistance level, however, would cap any upside. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 0.1573 into play. Barring another sell-off, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 0.10. Second major support level sits at 0.0546. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bearish histograms, but nothing suggestive of a bullish day ahead, so need to keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, we're seeing the 50 continue to pull back from the 100 and the 200, suggestive of further downside ahead. So key through the early part of the day would be for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.30 levels. Failure to do that and support levels are in play.